Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's our visitors and our home team.
To kick off.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game.
Jacob Parrish on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
Third and 5.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
A gain there of 10 yards. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
The outside catch made by London. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Columbus. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Makes the score our home team 7. Visitors nothing. Jason Sanders
after the touchdown. Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Set. 19 Tiger, not ready.
To throw right away is Ward. That's complete to his running back, Facial Tootin. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
This is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Let's go now.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Out of the gun, Ward. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. Now he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So that'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30.
And they're on the 34-yard line.
Viking 18! Come on, go!
They'll begin here on the ground. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop.
And 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Pass the 60, 19, go!
They'll stick with him again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Malachi starts there for the stop.
40-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready! Viking, ready!
They'll throw out of the gun to the left side, and is caught by Myers. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
22-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Cowboy 80! 70 line, let's go!
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of 1.
One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Third down and 9.
Press all 80.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the full.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So
he slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Dragon. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
In motion, it's Golden. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt. And makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Ward to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. Austin.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 79 Broncos, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
To the air again, Ward. That'll be complete to Tootin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Throwing again is Ward. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Scoop.
Now Ward on 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
70. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They snap it to Ward. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now, deep ball for London. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the visitors are on the board. It's now 14-7. 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Come on, come on. 18, 5, 6, Warriors, 70, 30.
Right back to the air following that pick six. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Jason Sander is set to kick off.
Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. Here's Smith to return it. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. And he takes a big shot there on that return. From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
65 catch, 65. You're not. 19, not saying 19. 79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing, Ward. He's hit as he threw. He throws to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
To throw on second down is Ward. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd and a yard.
70 Lions. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And he couldn't get that one to check up, and he'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Start on the ground, and he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On 2nd down, they'll run. Big opening up the middle. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards for the touchdown. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dragons will take a 21-7 lead.
Visitors 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Ward. He'll go right and find his running back. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5. Here's Ward. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ward now on third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 13.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They motion the slot man left. Knocked away. It is incomplete. They go for the RPO and not connect. And they'll bring up second down.
Keely Ringo on the coverage.
Come on. Hey! Mikey, go!
Now it's Ward. To the right. That's Pitts.
Ward's pass.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the number zone. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's on the left side. It's complete. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
That's another Austin first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
One quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Ward. Short throw taken by Pitts. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the receivers do.
And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Austin. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Offense will line up for a
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready,
Out of the gun, Ward. He'll swing that out wide, and he's not going to get in. The decision to go for two doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Viking 18. Let's go.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's first and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll stay on the ground. He's got space inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
A handoff as they try to run it here. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now, you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Back to crown the NFC champion after this. It is third and 10.
Ready.
That one is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to make it a two-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a two-score advantage.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer.
They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Ready?
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Get it. Let go.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Columbus. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the drive for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Let's go now. Johnny Lion. Ready?
On 1st down, Ward. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Ward. This throw left side is complete. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Just 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 1st and 10.
Warriors, 70. 19 Lions. Mustang 19. Go.
To throw is Ward. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go, sack. Cougar 19.
Ward to throw again. And it's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense. With first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So it's a high five for that one. His fifth rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This is caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now first down throw for Ward. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Well, that'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's taken in, and he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.